Look when they peep us, choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawks see the red dawn horizon, blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction, my thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze, on each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain, tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain, tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain, tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain, tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
24-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Flush to his right. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Past the 20.
Ooh, he's running. He's running.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield buying time to his left. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1.
Nothing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
The tackle made by
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield eluded, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Ravens.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Over the middle to Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
53's the mark. 53.
Mayfield with it once more. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
2nd and 11. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Browns 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 97 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
For Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, a great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Mayfield on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the 48-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Round 7.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flushed out right, and he completes it to Hunt. Call it a gain of 3, and just like that, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
At the 24-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Check hot, Jim. Check,
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
K. Dobbins. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll get this off to Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
3rd down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
37's the Mike 37. Oh, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they're good.
She back at me.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see